If you've been following Starbucks lately, you've seen them in the news because there's some drama, mama, going on in old coffee world with a $1.99 Sharpie at the helm. Now, you know recently that Starbucks has implemented a writing again on the coffee cups. They had this years ago. And the baristas are not too happy with that because they say that it's one added step in the process. It slows everything down. And no doubt, I'm sure it probably does. If you have to write on every single coffee cup, it's going to slow things down. So I see Starbucks' standpoint. You want to build a human connection, an authentic connection, an emotional connection to your guests. I love it. I think it's absolutely wonderful. If more organizations spent the time investing into the emotional connection with their guests, turnover drops, sales increase, customer loyalty goes through the roof. Because people, despite feeling bad about themselves, that who they love, what religion they pray to, or what gender they are, or what disability they have, we all want to feel valued and important. So kudos to you, Starbucks. Love it. Baristas, I understand. One added step. This is now part of our job description. Now, everything that we do and write on the coffee cups might come across contrived because we're hurrying up and writing messages on there, and customers are yelling at us, and now we're backed up by 10, 15 cups of coffee. I've seen it. I've seen it time and time again. So I see both sides. But the story reminded me of a story that I was told when I was an executive with McDonald's in community relations. We had 60 restaurants, a little over 4,200 employees. And I needed some of the employees sometimes out of the restaurants to help me with my community relations events. And I became good friends with Taylor. And she worked the breakfast drive-through, and she used to take the orders there. And she used to write years ago, on the coffee cups, a little inspirational message, something fun, something unique to her. And one of the frequent drive-through patrons was this gentleman who absolutely loved the messaging, and he always used to say how wonderful it was to get his little messages on his coffee cup every day. Well, after a period of time, he stopped coming to McDonald's. Taylor didn't think anything of it. Maybe he moved away. And then he reappeared, lost weight, looked healthy, and looked happy. He was doing great. He looked like he was genuinely enjoying life. Then, after months, he left again. She didn't think anything of it. And then months later, she gets called up to the front to the lobby by her manager. She thought she was in trouble. She wasn't, because she had never been in trouble. And there was a gentleman standing there at the cash register. And he said, "Hi, Taylor. You've never met me. I've never met you. But I want to let you know that this person, whoever this frequent patron was in the drive-thru, killed himself. But he always spoke so highly of you in your messages that you used to write on his coffee cup. And you didn't know it at the time, but your messages were really helping carry him through some really difficult times in his life. So I want to thank you for being that catalyst for him during some really bad times." So while we're all debating the power of a $1.99 Sharpie, let's get down to the power that it really has. And that is someone is coming through your drive-thru or coming inside of your coffee shop, and they're having a bad day. And, 5, 6, 7 words written on a piece of paper cup can really make the difference in someone's life. So let that be a learning lesson that, we're going through the challenges of our lives, and we get upset because we have to write on a piece of paper cup or a plastic cup. But the power is more than just you writing it out. It's the words, and words have a lot of meaning. So let that Taylor story resonate with you to give it your all, be authentic, do what's right, love the customer, and the customer will love you in return. Have a great day.